Alright guys, welcome to the video. It's Brando Linick here, and this is going to be a pretty cool conversation on how to start a business, how to start a business that works for you rather than against you. And the example I want to use in this video is how to start a labor hire company. Now, if you type this in Google or YouTube and you've come across this video because you're looking at this because you want to build a business, I'm speaking directly to those of you who are looking to build a business, to be your own boss, to create your own income. If that's what you're looking for and you are looking for, how to start a labor hire company, the business itself is simple. I mean, if you can connect with job seekers on Craigslist and you can connect with resumes, alright, on Craigslist, you have yourself a business in a nutshell, because all it is about you connecting the two together and building relationships with both of them, helping people find, short-term jobs and long-term jobs, and then you obviously going to make some money off of that by building the relationship with the employer. And every time you get an employee that's hired by that employer, you'll earn money that way. So it really is that simple. You can do stuff on Craigslist, you can do stuff on other job sites, you can do stuff on Monster. There's lots of different ways you can approach this, but I'm telling you, dealing with being on the phone all day long, connecting to people who are looking for jobs and connecting with employers all day long, being on the computer all day long and emailing back and forth, it can be a very daunting task, and this is something you need to be aware of that goes with the territory of this type of business model. And even with employees helping you out, you got to keep in mind that's overhead. Alright, you got to pay those employees, which means more money out of your pocket, less money for you to keep. Okay, from a business expense, that's very, very important. You know that with that infrastructure of employees, equipment, supplies, and the process of being on the phone all day long, connecting people to people, alright, it's a daunting task, okay, having done it before. And to save you a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, if you're looking at this to be a business owner, to build an income, to be your own boss, if that's what you're looking for, alright, if that is what you're looking for, I've got a lead I want to throw your way in addition to this 2-minute video. And it's going to be about 45 seconds here, because my story with this goes back about a year ago when I transitioned from a traditional business dealing with supplies, equipment, employees, all that stuff, and I came across a person who was building a business on the internet offering digital products and digital services. Now, the internet is not the only way to go, but the cool part was because they weren't dealing with physical items, alright, that means they weren't dealing with shipping and handling, inventory, they're offering digital information products, digital products and services. And because they were doing this, I started to model and copy what they're doing. They weren't doing anything technical. They weren't even creating the products and services, alright, which was really cool, and making more money every month than I was making in 2 years. A high multiple 6 and almost 7-figure income, and traveling around the world doing that. So because they were doing that, I started to model and copy them in less than a month, and a total of 60 to 90 days, I was able to create a full-time income business working part-time. Once again, I worked my butt off for that. I had to learn some stuff for that like you'd have to do in any business, so those aren't average or typical results. But if you're wanting to build a business and you're wanting to do so to be your own boss, to create your own income, to do what you want to do when you want to do it, to quit your job, to be able to have more time, freedom, more leverage in your life, learn to build a business on the internet before you consider starting a labor hire company, where you don't have to deal with supplies and equipment, employees. You don't have to be on the phone all day long or the computer all day long. Of course, you got to learn stuff. You got to put in work. Okay, that's necessary. But you don't have to do that for the next 5-10 years. Alright, it's not back to back to back to back to back. Okay, so it's only for a short period of time. You may have to do that depending on your work ethic. Okay, but if this makes sense to you from a business perspective of building a business on the internet without having to deal with that overhead and maintaining and managing all that stuff, connect with me on my site after. It's 123marketingtips.com. I'll put a link down below in the description, and I'll personally connect with you from there. But regardless of if you connect with me or not, that's totally cool. I look forward to seeing your success story and seeing you on the beach of the world. Take care.